Hi everyone, how are you, dears? Okay, our lesson for today is the last comprehension text in Unit 10, and it is the last comprehension text for this year. Could you possibly bring your activity books? Your activity books, please. Page 51. It's an article about studying business studies in the university. As you can see, we have 7 gaps to be filled with these sentences here. Before I start reading the article, I would like to go through the missing sentences. Okay, let's move to exercise 9, the pre-reading question. Read the interview and complete the missing phrases. One phrase is not needed. Although I sometimes wish I hadn't chosen that subject. B. But they weren't in the same year. C. And send out further information to possible clients. D. Which are a kind of apprenticeship. Apprenticeship means a period of training in a certain career. Apprenticeship. Apprenticeship in Arabic means فترة تدريب. E. Because computer skills are essential. F. I'll have to prepare really carefully. G. Watching what they were doing. H. And of course, it looks great on my curriculum vitae. Curriculum vitae, the abbreviation that you're familiar with is CV, or the word resume, اللي هي السيرة الذاتية. Okay, let's start reading the interview. Stepping into the business world. I believe that some of you is interested in studying business studies at university. I believe this interview will be very useful for you. Okay, stepping into the business world. Business study is a popular choice for students who are choosing a degree course in the UK. After graduating, some go on to further study, but most of them take up employment. Have a look at line 4, the pronoun them. What does them here refers back to? It refers back to students. Let's read the third line again. After graduating, some go on to further study, postgraduate studies, but most of them take up employment. Employment, the verb is employ, the noun is employment اللي هي الوظيفة. Many large companies offer graduate training schemes. After graduating, a lot of companies would offer training schemes for graduates. Training schemes means training plans. The first blank here is D. Let's go back to D. Which are a kind of apprenticeship. Okay, as I mentioned before, apprenticeship means a training period of time. So in the UK, many large companies offer graduate training schemes, which are a kind of apprenticeship. We went to meet 22-year-old Ricky Miles, who's about to graduate in the subject. The subject of what, guys? Business studies. How long have you been studying business studies, Ricky? It is a 4-year course, including 2 periods of work experience. Each one lasted 6 months. Okay, so business studies in the UK is a 4 year course that includes 2 periods of work experience. Each one lasted 6 months. So the work experience is lasts for for 1 year, divided into two periods. Each period is 6 months. The missing blank here is B, but they weren't in the same year. Now here Ricky explained the work experience that wasn't in the same year. Each 6 months were in two different years. What exactly have you studied over those 4 years? Quite a lot. Maths, of course, accounting, finance, and economics. Oh, yes, marketing and sales too. These are the subjects covered when you study business studies: math, accounting, finance, economics, marketing, and sales. I also did a course. Do you remember this collocation? You do a course. Instead of saying study a course, you can say do a course. I also did a course in management, which is about recruiting and managing staff. Recruiting and managing staff. Recruiting means finding the suitable employee. Finding the suitable employee. يعني توظيف. Which is, so he did a course in management, which is about recruiting and managing staff. Again, recruiting means finding a suitable employee. Now you know that employ is the verb, employee is the personal noun, the process itself is employment, توظيف. And how to deal with conflict, and a course in advertising. We all had to do IT too. Blank number 3 is E. Let's have a look at E. Because computer skills are essential. So why they all have to take IT? Because computer skills are essential. Do you remember what does the adjective essential mean? It means important. Okay, let's go back to line 25. What did you most enjoy about the degree? The work experience, definitely. I learned so much both times. Blank 4 is sentence H. And of course, it looks great on my curriculum vitae. Of course, when you graduate from university and have some work experience, this is an advantage for you that will help you in employment. One of the companies offered me paid work last summer, so I managed to get even more experience that way. Also, I wouldn't have had much money last year if I hadn't had that job. So last year he had the experience as well as the money. Let's move to the next part. What kind of company was that? Did you do, what kind of company was that and what did you do there? It was a company that provides financial products, savings, and pensions. So it's a company, it's a financial company that provides financial services like savings and pensions. Savings means مدخرات, pensions is the money you save over your lifetime to pay for your old age, اللي هو راتب التقاعد. Mostly at first, I just shadowed different people. To shadow people in a company means that to observe or follow a certain employee in order to learn all the required skills for that job. To shadow people means to observe and follow. Blank 5 is sentence G. Watching what they were doing. It's G. Watching what they were doing, which is the definition of shadowing. Then I did quite a lot of checking for them, checking their calculations. When I went back in the summer, I was in the sales department. My job was to follow up web inquiries. Web inquiries means online questions. Blank C. And send out further information to possible clients. So his job was to answer and follow up web inquiries and send out further information to possible clients. I enjoyed it, and I wouldn't have had that opportunity if I hadn't done the work experience first. What are you planning to do next? I've just applied for a job with a bank. I have the right qualifications, but I know there will be a lot of other applicants. I'll just have to wait and see if I get an interview. If I do, the missing blank is F. I'll have to prepare really carefully. Guys, we have the word applicant here. Applicants is a noun. Applicants is a noun. The verb is apply. The noun is application, and the personal noun is applicants. Applicants means اللي هم المتقدمين بالطلب, the persons who apply for the job. So apply, application, and applicants. Do you have any question about the interview? Okay, let's have a look at the questions. Read the text again and answer the questions. Question number 1. What is the name of Ricky's degree? The degree is in business studies. Question number 2. How did he spend a quarter of his time as a student? Quarter. What does quarter mean? Quarter means ربع الفترة. So, business studies is a 4-year course. He spent 1 year doing work experience. So he spent a quarter of his time as a student doing work experience. Question number 3. What kind of company did he work for last summer, and what was his job? It was a company providing financial products, and his job was to follow up with web inquiries. Question number 4. What is he waiting to find out? He's waiting to find out whether or not he'll get an interview. Question number 5. Would you like to do the same kind of degree courses as Ricky? If you answered whether yes or no, you have to mention, if you answered with yes, you have to mention the advantages of studying business studies. If not, show that you're not interested in the subject. Let's do the vocabulary work. Match the words in bold in the text with their meanings. You are provided here with the meanings, okay? You should match the meanings with the words in bold in the text. As I mentioned before, guys, any vocab exercise in the activity book is considered very important. Please pay extra attention to these exercises. Money you save over your lifetime to pay for your old age is pensions. pensions pensions mean رواتب تقاعد. 2. Online questions. Online questions. Online questions, the word is web inquiries. 3. Math with work with numbers. Math, work with numbers. We took this word before. It is calculations. Calculations. Item 4. Finding suitable employees. Finding suitable employees. Recruiting. Recruiting. Guys, again, I'm going to remind you of the verb employ. The personal noun is employee, okay, and employment. Employ, employee, and employment. employee يعني موظف. employ يوظف. employment وظيفة أو توظيف. Item 5. Promoting your products. Finding customers is marketing. Marketing. That's all for today. Have a lovely day, guys. See you soon.